Greetings everyone. Welcome to Daily Quotes. Today we're going to talk about starting. This is episode 1. The quote today is from Mark Twain. It reads, "The secret to getting ahead is getting started." So, the power of starting. I did a YouTube channel. My first YouTube channel I started was right in the thick of 2020 when the pandemic first hit. And I used to be really into aquariums. And I thought, I don't know if you've ever seen, but there's a whole world of fish YouTube, as there is for most things on YouTube. And so I created a channel, I messed around, I learned some stuff, and I had fun. And I have about 300 or so subscribers on there, and have really not put much time or energy into it. But wanted to kind of integrate the skills I learned with YouTube, which I'm still learning, with more of a greater calling and purpose that I have in life, which is to really support people to transform in their lives. It's the work I do with people. I do kind of visioning, coaching work, where I take people and guide them through processes that help them connect with what they really want for their life. And it's a process that creates really amazing results and outcomes. And this YouTube channel is going to be an extension of that in some ways. I love that in the modern world we can stay connected to each other in ways that weren't possible before. You can type into YouTube, you can get on the internet, you can basically learn from incredible people, right? You can hear them talk, give speeches, interviews, audiobooks, books that they've written. The amount of access to information is it's at an all-time high in human history, and it will continue to grow most likely. And so this is a place where I'm going to share quotes that I find transformative and supportive. I'm going to reflect on them. I'd love for you to share in the comments how these quotes impact you, what they do for you. We're starting out simple. It's the first episode. One of the sacred mantras of YouTube is just start. It's like the way you start a YouTube channel is just start. And it's actually, I found YouTube, kind of the strategies of YouTube, to actually be great life advice. Just begin. And as Mark Twain says, the secret to getting ahead is getting started. And, I learned a lot in those first few videos I did when I created that fish channel. And the only way you learn is through experience. Like, you can definitely learn, like I'm saying, like that's the thing. It's like, there was a time where before the internet, even farther back, before lots of phones or easier ways of communicating, people were experience rich but information poor, right? Like, you had really great experiences, you really knew how to do something, work with your hands or figure something out. And nowadays people are information rich but experience poor. So it's part of getting the experience is just jumping in. So in this episode, my invitation is, what can you jump into? What have you been waiting for? What have you been wanting to do and just haven't done? And whether you've done all the research or not, the sooner you get the experience, that's also a type of information that you can build from. And so yes, it's great to research, it's great to learn about how do you create a successful YouTube, or how do you start a business, or how do you fix something, or whatever it is, right? The information is there, but it only gets you so far, right? You have to do it. So here's first episode, starting, the power of starting. There's also the power of consistency, which is another YouTube principle. And then finishing, which in life, there certainly are moments of completion, but life is obviously continuous until the day that we leave this earth. So that's about it for today. The secret to getting ahead is getting started. Mark Twain. What are your experiences of getting started? Are you someone that's easy to get started? Is it hard to get started? Does that quote resonate for you? Like, the power of just getting started is like half the battle. It's like how you get ahead is just beginning. Appreciate you watching. Be well, and talk to you soon.